Great question. Look, we know it's going to be a really tough challenge. They're a side that's been playing extremely well, but we also know come finals time, everything sort of starts again, and it's all about the day. So for us as a team, it's very much the focus on our cricket again. We've played some good cricket throughout. We've had a couple of narrow losses and a few wins along the way, which have put us in this position where we're in. So we're excited at the challenge ahead.
Again, what's your take on Suryakumar Yadav, his recent form whenever he has played for Mumbai Indians and at Wankhede? So what's your take on Suryakumar Yadav?
Yeah, an exceptional player and a great stroke maker. Clearly coming in to play a role in that sort of middle lower order for India and has all the shots and knows the venue well. So a good player. They've got good players throughout. So for us the focus is on our cricket.
In the 1KD wickets always got a bit of pace and bounce in it. You've got a 2-meter Kyle Jamieson waiting in the wings. He must be in the mix as far as team selection is concerned for tomorrow.
We have to have a look at the surface. Obviously, we've squad of 15 and everybody's fit, which is a nice change. And look at the pitch and assess from there.
Kane, historically New Zealanders were always considered underdogs, especially in the big games. But that seems to have changed over the last few years. And this game, New Zealand is considered, this game against India is being considered a bit tricky for Indians.
A bit tricky?
Yeah, because opponent is you.
Yeah. I think every game in this tournament is a tricky one. I think as we've seen throughout, any team can beat anybody on the day, and whether that's obviously the quality in both sides, but also the changing conditions and how that has an impact. So, for us, it's great to have got to the final stages and then take a fresh approach, because it does start again. The underdog thing, from what you guys write, I don't think it has changed too much, but that's fine, and India have been exceptional. They are one of the, or if not the best team going around, and they're playing cricket that matches that. But we know as well on our day when we play our best cricket, it certainly gives us the best chance, and come finals time, anything can happen.
Ken, several months and several injuries ago, it seemed like you're not going to play in this World Cup. And here you are leading the team into yet another semi-final, 5th consecutive one. Personally, how this has been for you? You're near your 4th consecutive ICC Trophy final as well.
Yeah, an interesting journey for sure. From sort of it not being a chance to getting close and it becoming a reality and something to target, and certainly feeling really grateful to be here, and then to get back and then break my thumb. Yeah, it's not funny. It was quite frustrating and testing, but still feeling, that it hadn't ruled me out. So I still was grateful for that, and it's nice to be, fitter than perhaps I was yesterday, and be sitting here. So personally, it's great to be here, and it's nice to be a part of this tournament. These tournaments are special, and world events in India, certainly add to that.
As an opposition captain, how do you look at the lack of six bowler in the bowling attack, especially on a high-scoring venue like this?
Look, every team has a slightly different balance that they rely on, and naturally with the injury to Hardik, meant that their balance changed a little bit, but certainly didn't change the outcome of what they were doing. So they adjusted nicely, and our team tends to, or has done in the past anyway, played with a slightly different balance. And I think when you get into tournaments as well, it's guys being nice and familiar with the roles that they have, whether that's with the ball or with the bat, and it all goes quite quickly. So you're trying to make sure you build on those performances as a team, and they've done it better than anybody so far in this competition. And as a side, I think we've done some good stuff too. So we're looking forward to tomorrow, and it's going to be a great occasion.
Ken, do you see it as a mother of all battles? especially from Dharmashala to here? What are the things you have learned?
Yeah, I mean, that was a great game as well when we played India in pool play. I think when you get to finals, things sort of start again. It's on the day, and I think prior to that, you're really focusing on 2 months or whatever it is, 6 weeks perhaps of good cricket to hold you in good stead at the back end of round robin play, and because it's very difficult, I think, for 9 games to kind of micromanage that process. It's about how you want to express yourself as a team day in, day out, and assess the conditions in front of you and the different opposition that you keep facing. So, for us, it's looking to do something similar, and it's going into this game with fresh eyes and looking to play what's in front of us, and the conditions will be different again. And like I say, that's a big part of the challenge, not only the opposition, but the change in venue as well.
Yeah, Kane, as a batsman yourself, could you just say something about Rachin Ravindra's form at this tournament and what that's been like to witness from close quarters?
Yeah, quite incredible, really. Burst onto the scene and in a big way, and in a role that perhaps wasn't sort of natural, maybe within our environment. He did a bit of it domestically, but to do what he's done so far in this tournament with his feet firmly on the ground has been really, really special. And as we've all seen, he's an incredibly special and talented player and a fantastic individual in the environment. And it's not just the volume of runs that he's achieved so far, but how he's been scoring them and how it's been geared towards trying to move the team forward. So some fantastic contributions so far, and at such a young age, and I'm sure we'll see plenty more of it to come.
Thank you.
Ken, your former teammate Ross Taylor said yesterday that it's impossible to not think of what happened 4 years earlier at the same stage in the World Cup, in the semi-final, against India. So, do you think that you can repeat that dose tomorrow? Something similar can happen?
Yeah, I mean, I think the game will be a little bit different. It might be played over one day rather than two, looking at the weather. But at the same time, teams work hard to get to this stage. They have to play a lot of good cricket within the format or the structure of the tournament to get here, over such a long period of time. It's a great occasion, and it's on the day. Both teams looking to play their best cricket and compete in the best way that they can.
Yeah, hi Kane, Neeru from The Week. I just want to know, there's been a lot of talk about the future of one-day cricket and the kind of reactions that one-day cricket is getting now that T20 is here to stay, and of course WTC also has given context and fresh life to Test cricket. So what are your thoughts and other players' thoughts on looking at the response that this tournament has got? What is the future of one-day cricket?
Has it been a good response or a bad one? I'm not exactly aware, but I know that playing in the tournament and being involved in world events are always special from a player's perspective, and continuing to provide that context in the sport, whatever the format, I think is really important. It is hard to predict the future, but I think we see that when we do have world events, countries against countries, regardless of the format, there is something quite special about that. But there will be a balance to strike with the T20 format, which naturally is becoming, I guess, more and more in the calendar. But that's a good thing too, It sort of speaks to what people want to watch, and I think ultimately it's a positive thing for our game. But it's just trying to continue to find that balance.
Ken, the official capacity of the stadium is 33,108. There's going to be 33 of them in blue and screaming loudly tomorrow.
33.
33,000.
There'll be more than that. Yeah.
33,000, I mean. I've never seen you flustered. I know you're cool, calm, collected wherever you go. But how do you ensure your team holds their nerves on the biggest occasion?
Yeah, I mean, we're expecting a fairly blue crowd that will be supporting their team, and no doubt they'll be very passionate about that. But at the same time, I think as a player, when you you get the opportunity to play in front of those sorts of crowds as well. It is special, and we remember over the years, a number of different crowds that we've had that haven't always been your own fans. In fact, often they're not. We have quite a small country that doesn't always fill out the stadiums, but you still appreciate the atmosphere that it brings, and I'm sure that there'll be a good one tomorrow. And guys have all different levels of experience with those things, but to me it's about embracing it. Not many people get that opportunity. Cricket in India, playing against India in a World Cup semi-final is special and something to appreciate and look forward to.